Hi guys, I hope you're having a great day. You know, something we see a lot in Halloween time are spiders, because most people think spiders are kind of creepy. But I have a book today that I want to read with you that teaches us that you shouldn't judge something before you really know it. This book is called Miss Spider's Tea Party, and it's by David Kirk. And it teaches us that maybe you think spiders are really creepy and scary, but they're not. So let's read about Miss Spider's Tea Party. It's also a counting book, so we'll pay attention to how the numbers increase each time. Okay. One lonely spider sipped her tea while gazing at the sky. She watched the insects on the leaves and many flying by. If I had friends like these, she sighed, who'd stay a while with me, I'd sit them down on silken chairs and serve them cakes and tea. So she's kind of saying, I wish I had somebody to be friends with, really. Share my tea and cakes with. That was one. Two timid beetles, Ike and May, crept from the woodwork that same day. But when Miss Spider begged, please stay, they shrieked, oh no, and dashed away. So they're frightened of her. They didn't even really give her a chance. Three fireflies flew inside that night, their spirits high, their tails alight. They spied the web and squeaked in fear. We better get away from here. The little trio did not feel they'd care to be a spider's meal. So we have three. They saw the web and they said, we're out of here. And to be fair, spiders do eat bugs most of the time. Here we have Miss Spider hiding under a leaf. Four bumblebees buzzed by outside. Please come to tea, Miss Spider cried. The four ignored her, swaying there. She waved a tea towel in the air. She took a cup and tapped the glass. Then one bee spoke to her at last. We would be fools to take our tea with anyone so spidery. Oh. So she's saying, please come in, have some tea. And they're saying, with a spider? No way. Aww. Within the shadows of the room, just peeking from behind a broom, 5 grinning faces bobbed and peered. Miss Spider smiled, her heart was cheered. Descending for a closer look, she danced into the gloomy nook, but sadly found those jolly mugs belonged to, alas, rubber bugs. These bugs aren't even real. Excuse me. They're just toy bugs. Darn. Some ants strode in, they numbered 6, but ants with spiders will not mix. She brewed them tea from hips of roses. The proud platoon turned up their noses. Said, I don't think so. Bummer. Should we count these ants? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She made them all tea, but they said, no, thank you. A fine bouquet concealed its prize of 7 dainty butterflies. Miss Spider, watching from the wall, was not aware of them at all. She didn't even know there was butterflies there. They are hidden in the flowers. Let's see if we can find them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whew, I don't know if I can find that last one. Maybe you can. I'll hold it up for you. They are certainly very well camouflaged. Okay. The tea table was set for 8, with saucers, cups, and a silver plate. The cakes were fresh, the service gleamed, yet no one would arrive, it seemed. Her company in no demand left her a cup for every hand. Remember, spiders have 8 legs, so she could hold all 8 of them, because no one else is there. That looks delicious. You know what, Miss Spider? If I was there, I would join you, because that looks delightful. Nine spotted moths, kept safe and warm, in shelter from a thunderstorm. They stood beneath an open sash and watched the jagged lightning flash. Miss Spider dropped down on a thread, a silver tray above her head. She'd hoped to please him, but instead... they flew away in mortal dread. They were frightened of her. Well, she does look a little scary, I have to say. We got them running away from the rain. They've left me all alone, she cried. She dabbed her eyes and sadly sighed. It's plain no bug will ever stay. Her tears splashed down upon the tray. Oh, Miss Spider. How do you think she's feeling right now? Yeah, she looks very sad. I feel sad for her. 10 tiny steaming cups of tea were perched atop her trembling knee. She sipped and sobbed, then heard a cough and turned to see a small, wet moth. A fragile thing so soaked by rain, his wings too damp to fly again. So this moth couldn't escape because he was all wet and his wings don't work when they're wet. So he looks a little nervous still, but let's see what happens. She smiled and took a checkered cloth to cloak the frail and thankful moth. They talked and snacked on tea and pie until his tiny wings were dry. Then lifting him with tender care, she tossed him gently in the air. So she wrapped him up till he was dry and sent him on his way. How do you think he's feeling about her now? He was feeling frightened before, but how about now? How does he look now? He looks silly, like he's happy with her. She took good care of him. The moth told Ike, then Ike told May, who went from bug to say, there is no reason for alarm. She never meant us any harm. So later on that afternoon, assembled in the dining room, 11 insects came to tea to share Miss Spider's courtesy. Oh, they all saying to each other, you know what? She's not bad at all. Let's go have tea with her. Look at her now. Remember just a few pages ago she was crying? She looks much happier now. "12 tender violets in a vase, presented at Miss Spider's place, set by her chair so neatly spun. She munched the blossoms one by one. Her friends were glad to watch her feast upon the floral centerpiece. It was a great relief to see. She ate just flowers and drank just tea. Miss Spider's reputation grew. Before too long our hostess knew each bug crawled or hopped or flew, and all their lovely children too." So Miss Spider does not eat insects. She eats flowers and drinks tea. And look at her now. Look at all those bugs who are her friends. So this book teaches us not only are spiders not as scary as we think, but maybe there's somebody you know that you think, oh, I don't want to be their friend. I don't like them, but you don't even really know them. This book is about giving people a chance to find out who they really are, because sometimes the things you hear about people aren't true, and there really are kind people, and everyone needs a friend. I hope you're having a great day. Love ya, and see you later.